And here we have the guide to the conventional deadlift. Now these first few movements, we can also use this as back rehab. It's absolutely fantastic. 3 exercises which can just enhance the feeling of the back. The first one here we're doing in the video is cat camel. This one now is bird dog. Now the main point we want to stress or focus on is the neutral spine position, okay? Keeping that back nice and flat. So we're extending at the lats, then the shoulder, and we're kicking back with the heel. The same thing on the opposite side, okay? Now this exercise only really works if we're really focusing on that core tension and back neutral position, okay? Again, we can make it a little bit harder with added weights or ankle weights or dumbbells through the hands, but for a warm-up, we do not need. Now this exercise is a dead bug, absolutely great exercise. Again, as you can tell when I put my hand underneath my back, the key position is neutral spine. You'll hear that a lot when people are talking about performance enhancements for their deadlift technique, okay? Activation drills, folks. That is a key term. If you activate the muscle fiber the way it's supposed to move, you're going to get a better workout. You get a better workout, you get better results. You get stronger, you get leaner. So a lot of people sacrifice the warm-up. We want to spend time training like an athlete. Again, a little bit complex with the movement patterns. Opposite hand to opposite arm. But a warm-up should be complex in nature. Give us something to think about. Now we're going to add a little bit of resistance. And now we're going to identify and warm up the hamstrings, okay? Again, it should be hamstrings, should be nice and warmed up, especially in a conventional deadlift. The glutes should fire first, hamstrings second, which then takes care of the lower back. Well, a lot of people who don't warm up the hamstrings and don't fire the glutes tend to rely on the lower back, okay? Want to think about that posterior chain, okay? Again, we're doing dynamic movements, nice fast movement patterns here to get the hip flexors warmed up. Now, same thing as the first one, just from a slightly different angle. We are now warming up the glutes specifically. Again, locking out. You still will feel the hamstrings working from this angle. And once we do that, then we're going to do, again, a 10-second isometric hold. Doesn't have to be 10 seconds. Give me 15, give me 20. You're really getting that squeeze and that focus. You're telling your glutes how to perform, okay? And then we just repeat on the opposite leg. Again, a purple band is a great tool to use. I use it in most of my warm-ups. Again, we're looking at locking out that leg, looking after the hamstring. Again, this is part of my injury prevention, specifically for the lower back. Hamstrings are quite often the culprit for lower back injuries. This one is for the hip flexor to help that lockout of the deadlift. Again, we're moving fast. Okay. A lot of people don't add speed work into your warm-up. Speed equates into power. Power equates into strength. And again, we're working on that glute. Good thing about this is we're working on the glutes in a unilateral fashion. We're working on the right glute and then the left independently. What happens is you can overpower your glutes or your legs with a dominant side. So when you are doing, a bilateral movement, you want to make sure you do unilateral warm-ups as well. Now this is a bilateral warm-up for the glutes and for the hamstring. So if your right leg dominant, your right glute can fire a little bit more in this position. That's why we do the unilateral ones first. So just band above the knees, external rotation, again warming up the hip extensors, and a banded glute bridge. Now I'm not resting on the bottom. I'm keeping a little bit of tension, just keeping the bum slightly elevated off the ground, trying to lock out the hip flexors. And again, as you can tell, I'm trying to correlate the movement to the breathing. Again, that 10-second isometric hold, just to lock everything in place. Now, with the warm-up done, we're going to move into the barbell. Now, the reason why I'm using rubber plates is I'm going to do a pre-pull. So I want to identify the hold position. I'm going to hold for 5 seconds and then move fast on the way up. So I'm holding, creating tension. You're taking the slack out of the bar. It's a really good way to warm up, especially in deadlift. Now, on one of these reps, you're going to see me drop the bar. It's the next one. Okay, it'll be the next set here. A reason for this, the deadlift is so hard because it's a concentric movement. So because we want to move fast, what I'm going to do is just focus on the concentric and not worry about the eccentric load. Okay, so again, I'm moving fast and I'm just dropping the bar. There's a lot of good science papers stating that a concentric movement and a fast twitch fiber will help aid performance. Hope that is helpful.